Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Wrath and our human rogues Joyous journey. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you clicking on the video and choosing to spend some of your life here. It does mean the world to me. And I hope you're all doing well in what is the first day of the new year as I'm recording this. Very exciting stuff. Happy New Year to everybody. You're probably seeing this video on the 2nd of January. In the future, I'll get better at timing some of that stuff. But yeah, either way, Happy New Year, Happy New Beginnings. And I hope it is a productive and amazing one for all of you. We're flying over to Mudsprocket because we're going to run over to Tabitha's farm. I tried to swim. It turns out there aren't a lot of places where you can get to the land over here. So, plan 2 was to hearth back and fly. So that's what I did. And that is where we're at. Probably not smart just to run through everything here when I'm not very familiar with the terrain or what lies ahead in our path. We have Dragonkin over here to our left. In the Stone Mall ruins. We have the Dragon Merc, which is full of crocolisks. We're not getting map reveals for any of this stuff, which is a little bit weird. Let's turn in the breadcrumb first, then we'll go talk to the apprentice. 2 apprentices. Wow, she's living the good life out here. She got 2 apprentices to keep her company, a nice cozy shack, no furniture really to speak of, so.
Need help?
Tiara of the Deep is a Maradon quest. Long ago I possessed a beautiful piece of jewelry, the Tiara of the Deep. And not only was it pretty, it held great power for those with the knowledge to use it. So when word of the tiara reached the Hydromancer Velratha, she had to have it. She sent agents to my home and they stole it while I was away. The thieves. I want my tiara back. Oh, Zul'Farrak. Why did I think Maradon? We'll definitely get to do Zul'Farrak. Go to Zul'Farrak, the troll city of Tanarus. Find Velratha and wrench the tiara from her. Nothing for us, but a bunch of experience.
Farewell.
Oh yeah, level 46. It's gonna be a little while.
You need something?
But not as long as you might think. We're leveling up really quick. It's good of Theramore to send someone. Your guard friend's suspicions were correct. We've got some new neighbors, and they aren't the kind you'd bring to bring a casserole to.
Light bless you.
They aren't the kind you'd bring a casserole to. Okay.
How are you?
I don't think I've ever brought a casserole to anybody. Grim Totem weapons. During the last Grim Totem attack, I was wounded, but not before I managed to capture a curious totem our enemies were using against us. It seemed to be emitting raw bolts of energy during the battle, but in all my experiments, I haven't managed to figure out how it works. I'll loan the totem to you if you agree to help me test it. The watery areas surrounding the farm are home to pesky mottled dry wallow crocolisks. Try fighting the crocolisk near the totem.
See you around. You need something?
And he has the reagent thief. If there's one thing you can count on Apprentice Moreland to do, it's whine about reagents. Normally I just ignore him and it never works. This time, I'm going to try something different. Maybe if I replace the missing reagents before he notices, he'll leave me alone. The most common reagent we both use is marsh venom, which comes from the Darkfang creepers and noxious shredders in the marsh north of the farm.
Safe travel.
So he's using up the guy's reagents. It's a little bit rude.
Hello.
Direhorn Raiders. The Grim Totem up at Direhorn Post just to the north are getting bolder by the day. At night you can often hear them chanting about their deeds in battle against people who've tried to settle here. They're determined to drive us from Tabitha's farm, even though she's trained generations of apprentices here. We've defended the farm as best we can, but Apprentice Garion was wounded in the last attack. Go to Direhorn Post and kill as many Grim Totem as you can find. The attacks must stop. Well, nothing really from that one either.
See you later.
I'm looking at these quest rewards expectantly because they've been really good for us here in Dustwallow Marsh so far. Lots of stuff to do. He has another quest.
Good day to you.
Investigate the Zeppelin. A goblin crashed in a Zeppelin. We're gonna go check it out eventually. Not my favorite quest, but we'll do them. The apothecary's letter. Okay, so maybe we head north. We could probably head to the Crocolisks first. Although they may be south of us. Yeah, we need to get the marking for the Quagmire. Drop the totem. Engage the creature. And kill them while the totem is zapping it, and that should give us the quest credit. Now, the only issue with this is that the totem is on like a minute and 30-second cooldown. So we're gonna have to pull multiple enemies to each totem. The caveat to that being we have to make sure we get them in range and that we see them getting electrocuted, otherwise we're not gonna get credit. Alright, we've pulled 2 of them here. Pop some cooldowns. I need to remember that with Adrenaline Rush we can like almost keep spamming because we get so much energy. "32 seconds until we can lay another one down." Yeah, you kind of have to lay them down where there are a few enemies within sight. Like, I think up here is going to be a decent place for the next one. We have 3 of them that we can see. And in that time, we should be off cooldown. We also have this guy over here who can drop the Marsh Venom. Alright, we're good to lay it down. Let's lay it down a little bit further in. Oh, see, this doesn't count as the Quagmire. Look at that. The Quagmire ends somewhere over here. Well, this is not great. Let's just vanish. Let's vanish and rethink this. I didn't see when the Quagmire ended, I guess. Apparently, it's... yeah, this is the problem with this quest, isn't it? It's a very, very specific little area that we have to be in. And, unfortunately, I can't really search it on the map. Over here, maybe. Let's head that way. I think I can see it beneath all the clutter. Here we go. Okay, we have to be on this side of the road, kind of. Yeah, this quest always annoys me a little bit. Getting enough cause like here we got one guy here, we got 2 here. Let's do this. Okay, he's out of range. It's just, you know, a bit of a nuisance to have to pull them back to this thing. It would be fine if not for the longer cooldown. Then we could just drop it whenever we needed it. Giving it the longer cooldown, it's kind of rude. But hey, at least we get to use our crossbow. We don't get to use it very much. Oh no, we did it again, guys. Poisons. Poisons, poison. We're so strong. Why is the rogue so overpowered one-on-one? Is it because of what they lack in AoE, maybe? Yeah, like, if we weren't so strong, I'd probably notice the lack of poisons a lot sooner, but... as it is, we shred things. Pretty easily. Alright, this looks like a good area up here. I have 3 in sight. Oh, we don't have 3 in sight. We have 2 in sight. And we have Ripscale. Who is going to come over here. We're just going to pull him out and fight him over here, and that's fine. He's not an elite. Just a rare spawn that does not count for the quest. Probably using up another spawn point for like a regular Crocolisk to spawn into. He did drop some Knight's Boots of the Bear. That's pretty good mail armor for a rare mob drop. Alright, let's plop the totem down right here. We can actually use a little bit of stealth here. Yeah, we don't really need the cooldowns unless we're going to do 3 or more, do we? Kind of waste some of them. On 2 guys, we waste a little bit of the time on the cooldowns. Alright, let's come down here a little bit. I hope this remains the Quagmire, but I'm kind of skeptical. Let's keep an eye on it. I'd like to drop the totem right here. But we have 22 seconds, so let's fight this guy first. We could probably pull this one back. Did that one not count, or am I hallucinating? I'm pretty sure that one, maybe it wasn't the right type of Crocolisk. I don't know. Here we go. Problem solved in 10 seconds. In the meantime, could fight some of these guys. There we go. Let's go back up this hill. I saw a lot of tarantulas and the dragon things flying around. So maybe we should hunt for some marsh venom. Noxious shredders, yeah. I'm not really sure what you would classify this as. It seems dragon-esque to me. It's a serpent. It's a serpent of some kind. It's not a dragon, I guess, because it's considered a beast. Probably a good idea to go ahead and bandage up. There we go, 6 out of 6. So now we are just heading towards the Direhorn, which are going to be all the way back here. We could check out the deserters. I'd like to work on Tabitha's stuff first, unless it takes us right near something else. I've kind of enjoyed tackling this zone point by point, starting with the stuff in Theramore, then the stuff right outside Theramore. I kind of had a good time doing it that way. And the zone almost feels built like that for the Alliance. I remember on the Horde side it felt better to grab every single quest in the zone as much as I could and kind of work on it all together. We're gonna vanish here. And we're gonna go right for Apothecary Sela, because she has a letter that begins a quest. Recovered from the body of a forsaken apothecary, this letter contains alarming evidence of a close alliance between the Grim Totems and the new masters of Lordaeron. As a demonstration of good faith and a symbol of our newfound trust, we have dispatched Apothecary Scylla to aid you in battling our mutual enemies in the land of Kalimdor. None will stand before our combined might and determination. This letter should be brought to the attention of the SI-7 agent at Tabitha's Farm and Dello Porter. I wish we could have used Kalia from Theramore a little bit more. She was an SI-7 agent who we did stuff for. Would have been cool to keep using that character. And now we're just killing a bunch of them, I guess. These guys we could probably round up and fight a few of them if we can find a bunch of non-casters kind of in the same area. This looks good. What are you? You are an Earthbinder. You sound like you might have a heal. They got their pet spider hanging out with them back here because, you know, they get along just fine. Maybe we can round up these guys and pull them into this tent. Boop. Oh, so bad. How bad is that? So unlucky to get dismounted by the first punch. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Well, we got him and we're still alive, so... They dropped a couple of totems. All over the place. This totem is evade bugged. I don't think I've ever seen a totem... So the totem was down, we weren't in combat with it. Then I attacked it, and then we're in combat with it and it evade bugged. Not what you want to see. Yeah, we just... too many fumbles on my part for us to pull that off. We should have been able to do it, but... I probably shouldn't have tried to pull the fourth one into it. And if I was going to do that, I probably shouldn't have fumbled so much trying to get into the tent. That is my assessment of that one. Oh, hi. Great, perfect. There we go, we've taken care of their pet spider. He's gonna aggro, isn't he? Oh, son of a... I don't know if we live through this, to be fair. Adrenaline rush could help. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright guys, can we have a second here, please? We have no food. Because I haven't bought any food in such a long time. Maybe we've picked some up. We have like level 5 food. I don't think that's even gonna... Is it healing us? No, it's not. Yeah. We have this, level 25. Perfect. Alright, we only need to kill 2 more, so we're nearly there. Alright, back down to Tabitha's farm we go. I was in the dungeon finder for Maradon. That would be interesting and maybe a waste of time though, with the progress that we're making here.
What can I do for you?
Good, can't say I'll miss the company if you call it that. You'd think at least in the middle of the swamp you'd get some privacy, you know?
See you around.
There is level 42. We are going to continue to go into Vitality. We will circle back and grab our last point in Precision after that.
Hey there.
A haze and some lightning, that's it? There's got to be more to the totem than just that. The Grim Totem aren't likely to bring something like this to the battlefield unless it has some kind of utility. Our current bow has no agility on it. I think we want this, right? We want the agility over everything else.
Safe travels.
There we go. There's some free agility for us. Can't complain about that. Oh, here's the SI7 agent.
You need something?
Andelo reads the letter, shocked at its contents. We've long had misgivings about the cooperation between the Horde and the Forsaken, and this only confirms those suspicions. With the backing of the Forsaken magic in arms, the Grim Totem would become an even more fearsome enemy. The balance of power in Kalimdor could shift considerably.
For the Alliance.
And that's it. We don't get any follow-ups? Huh. Interesting. Alright. What do we want to do next? Let's go investigate the deserters. Do you have a prot spec? Nope. Do people spend the three? I guess if you have tons of money, then yeah, you probably spend the 3 grand. Or it's 1 grand, right? It's 1,000 gold for dual spec. If you have the money, you probably do just spend it as soon as you can. This person has never tanked a day in their life, so. And that is absolutely fine. We will have to find somebody who has tanked at least a day in their life. Even if that day is going to be today. Okay. So, yeah, there are lots of deserters here, that's true. I'm assuming we're trying to get to something inside. I wouldn't really be opposed to fighting these guys, but... well... I don't actually know where we're going. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, whatever this quest is, I'm gonna need help with this one, guys. I don't know what it wants us to do here. It does seem like the quest would be... maybe it would be outside. I can't get up there, can I? Because maybe I can. Yeah, I mean... maybe it's up top is really all I can think of. That would be some of the weirdest placement I've ever heard of in a WoW quest. I don't think we can get up there. I really don't think we can. Maybe we're going to have to wait on this one. Because I don't know what exactly it is we need. It has been a struggle maintaining a presence in the marsh, but through the strength of our resolve, we have been able to maintain several defensive watchtowers. Latest information and scouting reports I've received indicate that a group of deserters has squatted in the abandoned tower at Lost Point southeast of the inn. See if you... Oh, here we go. The local lieutenant, Belos Yakin. So where's this guy at? He's right here. Somewhere. It's this guy. He just looks like everybody else. Okay, I'm just not paying attention today. It's weird that he has a question mark and not like a sword, right? Alright. Anyway. I've spent enough time buffooning about. Oh, because we don't kill him. Okay. Alright, we surrender. Just put your weapons down. I'll cooperate. Did Vime send you? Couldn't do his dirty work himself, could he? Wreath? That coward? We threw him out of the camp because he insisted on raiding the supplies of the ogres up at Brackenwall Village. We're not so many in number that we could stand up to those mindless brutes. He crossed the line one too many times, so we left him to fend for himself. Now, I helped you out, so why don't you help us out and forget you bumped into us? I don't know. I feel like... I don't know how I feel. About deserters, about people who've had enough, they don't want to fight anymore. And they just want to go do their own thing. I have multiple-sided feelings about it. So yeah, that's literally it. This one turns back in over in Theramore. Let's head over to the Zeppelin crash. Let's get away from some of these guys first. Yeah, it does seem like we're looking for a tank for Maradon, and we all know that that might never happen. So, I'm not incredibly hopeful for this run to come together, so we're just going to keep on doing what we're doing. Alright, secure, well, the Zeppelin crash breadcrumb. Corrosion prevention. Just look at this area, it's swarming with oozes. If I don't find some way to keep them under control, they'll corrode the wreckage and the Zeppelin cargo. I can't go back empty-handed, Rogue. Help me dissolve these oozes before they've digested everything.
Be good? Yeah, what do you want?
And secure the cargo. The Zeppelin was carrying 6 months of supplies to us at Mudsprocket. Sure, they've been able to barter for some of what they need, but they won't be able to hold out forever. I've been sent out here to recover what I can of the cargo, but the wreckage is scattered all over the marsh in this area. I'm sure a lot of the cargo didn't survive the crash, but are you willing to help me recover what we can?
Be careful out there.
Alright, so we're fighting oozes while we're being zapped, or maybe we're zapping oozes while we're being zapped. I think that's it. I think we're zapping oozes while we're being zapped. Okay. Cool. We can do that. And then we're also looking for cargo to pick up off the ground. This seems to have quite a bit of range on it too, we need to keep that in mind. How long will the zappy zap hit us? Long enough to get this guy. Oh, or not. Let's get zapped again, please. There we go. Alright, perfect. There is a crate up here we can go grab. There are other places where we can get that energy charge, so let's wander around. I don't want to fight too many of them because fighting them is not what we need to do. We need to be zapping them. That being said, we'll fight what we have to if it means we have to get the rest of the crates we need. Yeah, see, this is zapping us. Let's see if we can find any oozes out this way. Alright, we need one more ooze and lots of crates. So the power fragments are not always active. They're not always charging us up. This one is. And we could still... Oh, I thought we could still use this. We can. We can still use this to clear them out. If we want to. That being said, we could just fight them. But we are done with both of these. I don't remember if these chain into anything else. Besides maybe sending us to Mud Sprocket.
Interesting.
Strength and intellect. Who would that be for? Like a bear druid, maybe, would want some strength and intellect? Where's the stam or the agility? That's a really weird one. Drazit will expect to hear something from me soon, but I don't think the site is secure enough for me to leave. If you have time, would you be willing to take some of the salvage cargo down to him at Mud Sprocket?
Keep it real.
Well, that was pretty quick. I thought we'd be helping her a little bit longer. I think now let's go ahead and we'll just hearth back. We can turn in the quest here. We've completed pretty much everything in northern Dustwallow, which is great. It's felt really good to quest here. The way we've been able to compartmentalize and tackle the questing area by area has felt really good. I have had a great time here. I'm going to solve a little bit of a problem that isn't a huge problem, but there have been times when I have wished that we had a little bit of food, and we just haven't. So now we do. Eventually we'll be able to make the turtle bisque. So, eventually I'll have time to work on our cooking again. I think that's decent.
See you around.
Need help?
I will send Lieutenant Caldwell to deal with the deserters at Lost Point. In addition, I will instruct him to find Wreath. The marsh is not so big and trackless that he should be unable to find him. A grim connection. I've spoken with Inspector Taram regarding the evidence you gathered from the ruins of the Shady Rest Inn. He seems certain that the hoofprints and the shield you found there point to the Grim Totem clan of Torin. With reports of Grim Totem activity on the rise in the marsh, this has to be more than a mere coincidence. I'm sending you to speak with Captain Darrell, who is something of an expert on the Grim Totems. Follow the road north out of town to North Point Tower.
The Alliance.
Okay, I don't know if I've done these quests before. I don't know if I've ever completed the Shady Rest Inn stuff to a point where we've done this quest. Doesn't sound familiar, but it's always possible we've done it once and I've forgotten about it. Where is that going to be at? All the way out here. Okay. And so I think the smart thing would probably be to do that first before we tackle the stuff in Mud Sprocket. So yeah, we'll follow this through. If this group comes together, then we'll do a Maradon run. I'm not like we're in for Maradon or Zul'Farrak. We could probably get away with doing Zul'Farrak at 42. Sure, why not? So we'll see how that goes. Possibly we do a dungeon run, maybe we don't. I'm having a great time questing here in the marsh, so I'm not gonna really feel too bad if we can't get a run out today. But we'll see how it goes. I am gonna take a quick break here, refresh my coffee, and then we'll be back and we will continue on up to the north. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate all of the support on this series, on the channel. It's been a really amazing time. Thank you guys for sharing it with me. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.